Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, people. It has been a while. I haven't put any content up in over a week because it's the international break. I absolutely despise internationals. And Ireland, of course, useless. Useless. Could not get through to the final to get to the World Cup. And what happened? Czech Republic, they beat Denmark. So an opportunity missed, of course. But anyway, club football is back. Liverpool back in action on Saturday, away to Man City. Not looking forward to it. Have to be honest. Not looking forward to that game because, Liverpool's away form this season has been shocking. Man City now will be up for that game big time because they have a trophy under the belt. They'll be looking to add to it. You know, if they could finish the season with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, finish second, I think Arsenal will win the league. That's a decent season for them. So Liverpool, come on, lads. Let's try. Let's try and finish this season on a high. It's not going to be easy, but Jeremy Frimpong, the man is injured. This is why I hate international football. I don't mind the tournaments. I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I don't mind the Euros. But when we're talking about football during the season, it's about club football, people. And Jeremy Frimpong is injured, which means a midfielder is going to be playing right back against Man City on Saturday. Because Arne Slot won't play Joe Gomez. I think he should play Joe Gomez at right back. He won't. But it's going to be a tough game on Saturday. But at least club football is back. But it's the FA Cup. It's not the league. So anything can happen. I expect Pep Guardiola to make changes. But Arne Slot is going to have to make changes. Alisson is out as well. So how long is he out for? We're not sure, to be honest. Arne Slot has said that he was taken off as a precaution. So it shouldn't be that long, but it's just another injury we don't need. Conor Bradley is already out for the season, and now Jeremy Frimpong. So it looks like it's going to be Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones at right back against Man City on Saturday. Just a disaster, people. An absolute disaster. But anyway, look, we're going to go through Liverpool's top 5 greatest players. It's been all the talk over the international break because that's how much people hate the internationals. So I'm going to give you my top 5. Now, they're top 5 players that I have seen play for Liverpool. Now, we could go all time. I've never seen Kenny Dalglish play. I've never seen Graham Souness play. Jamie Carragher, he gave his top 10. I'm not going to go top 10, people. We'll be here all night. I'm going to go top 5. Jamie Carragher's top 6 because Mo Salah, the controversy was that Mo Salah didn't get into the top 5 after he said if Mo Salah wins another Premier League Player of the Year and wins the league for Liverpool, then he is rivaling Steven Gerrard and Kenny Dalglish for the greatest of all time. And Salah did all that and he puts him number 6. So I'm going to give you my top 5. Brez is in the chat. I'm going to give you my top 5. I want to hear your top 5. But I'm going to go with players that I've seen playing. Because, like I say, I've never seen Kenny Dalglish play. Jamie Carragher's top 5 or top 6 because Mo Salah was the talk. His top 6 was number 1, Steven Gerrard. Number 2, Kenny Dalglish. Number 3, Graham Souness. Number 4, Ian Rush. Number 5 was John Barnes. And number 6 was Mr. Mo Salah. Okay, so I want to get your top 5 before I reveal mine. There's only 13 people in the chat, people. Make sure you hit the like. Let's get the likes up. And yeah, I want to hear what your top 5 is. I want to hear predictions for the weekend as well. But club football is back, people. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Yeah, number 1 is Stevie G. My number 1 is Stevie G as well. It has to be. The man came into a Liverpool team that was struggling. If it wasn't for him, there is no Champions League. If it wasn't for him, there is no FA Cup in 2006. What a performance that was. He is number 1. Of the greatest players that I have seen play at Liverpool, he is number 1. Well, as a Man United fan, Brez, give us your, who do you think? You've watched Liverpool for a long time, I'm sure. Who do you think? Since you've been watching football, who is your top 5 Liverpool players? Because Man United in the same time I've been watching football, we're talking mid-90s. I could give top 5 Man United players. So who do you think? But for me, Stevie G, number 1, absolutely no doubt about it. I mean, if it wasn't for him, as I say, no Champions League, no FA Cup, playing in an average side, and he was just unlucky as well because if Steven Gerrard was 10 years older, the man dominates in the 80s. It's that simple. Or maybe 15 years older. But anyway, you know what I mean. He walks into the team of the 70s, walks into the team of the 80s. He was just unlucky, and that's what happens. Timing is everything. I've said this before. You look at Phil Foden. Phil Foden's a very good player. But if he was playing for Manchester City in the 90s, he gets relegated. He plays for Man City and they're dominating. You look at Gary Neville. Gary Neville, if he was playing for Man United in the 80s, doesn't win a thing. Plays for the 90s, he dominates. So timing is everything. Some players are just fortunate. Stevie G was not fortunate, but because of him, some unbelievable moments. Didn't win the league, of course. But he is number one. We have to go number two, Mo Salah. Mo Salah, for me, absolute legend. I mean, the disrespect that he gets is shocking. It really is. It's absolutely shocking. I mean, if Mo Salah was English, we would never hear the end of it. We would never hear the end of it. Mo Salah, what a player. We're going to miss him. And I think, look, it's not his fault, obviously, what's happening this season. But the fact that Liverpool are struggling, you look at Mo Salah, the goals have dried up. He's not playing well, and Liverpool are struggling. So it just shows you the type of player that he was, especially last season. He pretty much was the reason we won the league. Those goals, those assists, those performances. I think he won 26 Man of the Match awards in 38 league games. People, the disrespect he gets is shocking. It really is. From my limited time of hate watching Liverpool, Gerrard, Salah, Prime Suarez, good one, Prime Torres, and Carragher. Carragher would be number one, really. But no, I'll tell you one thing. Prime Suarez, Suarez is the interesting one because there's longevity count. Torres as well. They weren't at the club that long. But yeah, they're not... 4 players, not bad, I have to say. Not bad at all. Carragher, look, he wasn't as bad as people are saying, okay? He wasn't great, but he wasn't as bad. But I mean, if we went on talent alone, Suarez could be number one if it was just on talent. And Torres could be up there as well. But I think longevity has to play a part. So my top 5, Stevie G, number 1, no doubt. Mo Salah, number 2, no doubt about it. Virgil van Dijk. I mean, without Virgil, nothing happens. I mean, what a player. He makes it look so easy. That's what makes him so great. Number 4, I am going to go with... See, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because, as I said, I could throw Suarez in there. I could throw Torres in there. But I think longevity has to play a part. Also, trophies as well. Suarez didn't win anything except for a League Cup. Torres didn't win a thing with Liverpool. But I'm going to go with number 4 is Robbie Fowler. Robbie Fowler for me. People don't remember how good that man was. When he burst onto the scene like Micah Richards. I mean, he was absolutely unbelievable. He really was. One of the best strikers, probably the most naturally gifted goal scorer the club has maybe ever had. I know we've had Ian Rush and everything, but I'm going to go Robbie Fowler number 4, and I'm going to go Alisson number 5. I think the goalkeeper, without him, we don't win the trophies we won under Jurgen Klopp. I know people might say a lot of Jurgen Klopp players, but that was pretty much, I've been supporting Liverpool for over 30 years. And it's only under the Klopp era that we really kind of was consistently winning trophies. So that's my top 5. Steven Gerrard, Mo Salah. Who did I say number 3? Jeez, I can't remember now. John Barnes, yeah. I'm just going off the players that I've seen playing. Virgil van Dijk was number 3. I lost my train of thought there. Here we go. Stevie G, Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Robbie Fowler, and Alisson. That's my top 5. Bobby Firmino's a good shout. A good shout. Absolutely. What do you think, people? Get your top 5s in there. Let's debate this. Let's settle this once and for all. But I think you can only go off the players that you've seen. So I think every Liverpool fan would probably say Kenny Dalglish is number 1. But I never seen him play. So I can't sit here and say Steven Gerrard was way better than Kenny Dalglish. I don't know. But I think all Liverpool fans pretty much agree that it's probably Kenny number one when you take everything into consideration as well. But I'm just going off the players that I've seen. Alisson is a great shout, totally agree. Yeah, I mean, the goalkeeper's so important. He really is. He's not playing well this season. Another reason why Liverpool are struggling as well. And he's out against Man City. What's going on, people? What is going on? But other big news as well, people. Alexander Isak is back in training tomorrow. He's back in first team training. He could be on the bench for the Man City game. He could be on the bench for the PSG game. He's back. We're back, people. We are back. I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, I mean, Jamie Carragher, look, he gave his top 10. Look, the whole thing, it stems from last season, as I said. Jamie Carragher said Mo Salah could be rivaling Kenny Dalglish and Steven Gerrard. And then he changed his mind. And he said yesterday, I think on Twitter, that he changed his mind because of the interview that Mo Salah gave after the Leeds United game. Look, I think that's a load of nonsense. I don't think that should affect anything that Mo Salah has done. For me, he's definitely top two, top three. If all time, if you put Kenny, Stevie G, Mo Salah for me is up there. For me personally, it's Stevie G and then Mo Salah. Stevie G, Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Mane and Owen. Look, I was thinking about Michael Owen. Look, he won the Ballon d'Or at Liverpool. But the fact that he joined Manchester United, I just don't like it, people. I don't like it. But, I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's a good shout because when he was at Liverpool, he was one of the best in the world. Absolutely. Steve is in the chat. He is saying Suarez, Gerrard are nailed on. Suarez. Yeah, I was saying earlier, does longevity come into it? If we're talking talent, just talent, Suarez could be number one. I mean, he was that good. He really was. I mean, Liverpool were a one-man team when we nearly won the league in 2014. Might sound harsh because we had the likes of Coutinho, Sturridge was playing well, Sterling was playing well, Gerrard was there, of course, Henderson played well. But if you take Suarez out of that team, which we did for the following season, we were mid-table, people. Mid-table, what a player. But I think longevity, what do you think? Does longevity count? Because Liverpool have had some unbelievable players. We really have. Torres, for example, he had how many good years at Liverpool? So he joined in 2007. He left in, was it January 2011 he left? Yeah, I think it was 2011. He didn't win a trophy. He had some big moments at the club. But I mean, we're probably talking maybe 3 years of Torres, absolutely one of the best in the world. But does he get in longevity? Suarez was like Maradona form. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, it really was. It was almost guaranteed he would score or an assist. I tell you, or just a bit of magic, just something. It was almost like just get him the ball and he will do something. And he was so close to delivering a league title. So close. Steve says, Suarez, easily the best player I have ever seen play in the league, tied with Bergkamp. Bergkamp is a great show, people. It is. Bergkamp is a great show. If you've never seen Dennis Bergkamp play football, you missed out. The man was a genius. An absolute genius. You know, we're talking about the stats at the moment. Everybody's obsessed with stats. I could not tell you what Dennis Bergkamp's stats were. Couldn't tell you, couldn't care. I just know for a fact that man was an absolute genius. He was a genius. Liverpool chat is in the chat. He is going. Number 1, Kenny Dalglish. Number 2, Ian Rush. Number 3, Stevie G. Number 4, Alan Hansen. And number 5, Ray Clemens. See, this is the thing, people. It's all about opinion. Absolutely. I mean, I'm going off the players that I have seen play. So I seen Ian Rush play, but it was towards the end of his career. Never seen Kenny Dalglish play. Obviously, Steven Gerrard has seen his whole career. Never seen Alan Hansen play. Never seen Ray Clemens play. But, you know, we can't disagree. It's about opinion. This is why Jamie Carragher getting absolutely destroyed on social media because of his opinion. People, it doesn't matter. We're just having a bit of crack with it. Everyone's opinion. Everyone's entitled to it, and everyone could be having a different top five. Absolutely. Correct. Stats are stats, but the eyes don't lie. The eyes, Chico. The eyes never lie. Vic is in the chat. Gerrard, Salah, and number 3. Whoever scores the winner against Man City on Saturday is number 3. Are you ready for the lesson on Saturday? He's a confident man. He's a confident man. To be fair, I'm not confident, but I think you know why. We've already played at the Etihad this season. 3-0 defeat. But look, I'm hoping Pep changes the team. And I'm hoping that Liverpool turn up and play well. Is it too much to ask? But it's going to be a long day. I expect City to score. Definitely score anyway. I don't think Liverpool are going to keep a clean sheet on Saturday. But it's the FA Cup, people. You never know. You never know. Sometimes a team has their name written on it. Hopefully it's Liverpool's. What's your honest opinion for that game, Vic? Be honest now. Nothing stupid. No, nothing. No, going 10-0 or anything like that. What do you think is going to happen? Ray's in the chat. He says John Barnes, Steve Nicol, Alan Hansen, Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush. I mean, honestly, people, if we're picking a 5-a-side here, some of the players that we're able to mention, this club has had some absolute legends. World-class talent. I mean, there's 5 names there that I haven't mentioned in my top 5. You know, I'm not here to disagree. It's about opinions. Everyone's can be different. That's why I don't understand where the frustration comes with Jamie Carragher's top 5. Mo Salah made top 6. When he signed with Liverpool, if you had said that Mo Salah would be in your top 5 greatest Liverpool players of all time, I'd be like, yeah, that's not going to happen. This man couldn't make it at Chelsea. But he's been unbelievable. Vic is going 2-0 on Saturday. I hope you're wrong, my friend. I hope you're wrong, but I'm not confident. Ryan is in the chat. He says, I think we will win Saturday. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. Racist spot on, Dave. It's bananas how many legends we have in our history. Right, well, I mean, we went 30 years without winning the league, but Steven Gerrard was in that era, and he is arguably number 1. Torres was in that era. Alonso. I haven't even mentioned Xavi Alonso. I mean, Suarez was in that era. I mean, it's just Robbie Fowler. Michael Owen, if you want to throw him in there. Sami Hupia. Steve says Sami Hupia as well. You know, we had legends in the 70s. We could even go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, the 90s, 2000s, 2020s. I mean, people, we have had some unbelievable players playing for Liverpool. Unfortunately, we went 30 years where they didn't play together. It was always, you know, Torres was out the door, Suarez was in the door. They never played together. You know, little things like Stevie G coming towards the end of his career when we needed him to be in his prime. You know, it just didn't kind of happen for us, but we've had some unbelievable players. Vladimir Smitzer needs a shout. Well, for talent-wise, I don't think so. For legend-wise, absolutely. What a goal that was in 2005. Vic says we have to win because the match is early morning for me. Not a good time for me to be in a bad mood. It's okay if you're in a bad mood because it's afternoon for you. Okay, fair enough. It's a long weekend for me as well. Friday off and Monday off. This is some question now, people. Right, we're going to do this one. Who was your most underrated footballer? That is some question. Most underrated. Wow. Oh, I have to think about this. Somebody get some names in the chat. The most underrated footballer at Liverpool. Let me think here. Oh, that's going to take a while now. Well, it wouldn't be in the Jurgen Klopp era because I think they were all fairly rated, if you know what I mean. So it has to be before that. Trying to think from someone from 2005. Underrated. Steve says Stevie Finnan. That's not a bad shout. Very good player. Yeah, Steve Finnan was underrated. Jimmy Traore. Joking, of course. Voronin. Charlie Adam. We've had some unbelievable underrated players, people. Joking. No, we are. Ryan is perfect. Daniel Sturridge. Absolutely. I mean, when that man was fit to play, wow. Honestly, what a player. Liverpool chat says Luis Garcia. Yeah, good shout as well. Scored a lot of important goals. Pepe Reina. Yeah, Pepe was underrated, to be fair to him, because didn't he win the Golden Glove like 3 years in a row? I mean, he did make the odd mistake, but sure, every goalkeeper makes mistakes. I'll tell you who I thought was underrated. Aurelio. I thought that man had some left foot on him. Remember that free kick he scored against United? I thought he was a decent left back. I really did. Good shout. Yossi Benayoun, big goals against Real Madrid. The old header. Did he score a couple against Arsenal as well? Stu says Andy Carroll. Jesus. Stephen says underrated now looking back. Definitely Nickel. Was he underrated though? Hardly ever mentioned how versatile and exceptional he was. I never seen him play. Aurelio, yeah. There was something about him. I just thought he was a really good player. A really good player. I think he actually would have done well nowadays, considering what way the fullbacks play. But I thought he was always decent. But injuries as well. He didn't really stay fit that well. I think it was his knee? He always struggled with. Who was the goalkeeper in disgraceful 2005 Champions League final? That was Jerzy Dudek. I was watching the Big Six the other day, and they were talking about underrated players as well. And the Liverpool fan on it said Jerzy Dudek. Sorry, they were talking about overrated players. Sorry, overrated. And he said Jerzy Dudek. And I was thinking, I don't think Jerzy Dudek was ever really rated. I mean, he was what he was. He had that unbelievable moment in the Champions League. But I don't think any Liverpool fan really looked at him and thought, this guy's unbelievable. You know, it was just that one game, really, where it was just wow. Because he was even kind of in and out of the team that season. So I wouldn't say he was overrated. I think he was rated the right way, really. Liverpool chat is after throwing a brilliant one in. McAllister. Not Alexis McAllister. Gary Mack. Scored a screamer in that FA Cup game around 2006 time. That's a good show. Lucas Leiva. Ooh. Never really liked him. I have to be honest. Never really liked him. Maybe it was because he came into the team after Alonso left. I know he wasn't his replacement, but he was kind of in and around there, and he played a lot more when Alonso left. Actually, I think he was there while Alonso was there, but you know what I mean? He played a lot more after Alonso left, and he was like, he's not good enough. Dudek is on the same level as Pickford. Well, he had longer arms. Carragher is a good show, people. The disrespect he gets on social media. He was a decent player. He really was. Look, he wasn't world class. And it was around a time where there was some really decent centre-halves in the Premier League. Jamie Carragher held his own with them. He really did. I thought he was decent now. You know, if he's not in the 2005 team, it doesn't happen. We don't win Champions League. We really don't. You know, he deserves that respect. He really does. Yeah, Grizz had me fuming with that comment about Dudek. Yeah, I was like, of all the players, I would never say that Dudek was overrated. I don't think he was ever rated, really. You know, I don't think any Liverpool fan really kind of was saying that, oh no, Jerzy Dudek, what a player. No, he just that's that final was just unbelievable, people. Cheers for that, Ray. If Carragher didn't block that ball in 2005 final, even though that block is normally an own goal, we lose 4-3 to Milan. Who's that block on? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Was that in extra time? Extra time? Was that on the Shevchenko one? Yes, good shout there, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. Little moments like that, people. You have to respect them. Look, as a pundit, pundits are always going to be a little bit controversial in their opinions, and people are going to be taking sides and all of that. But when I see it on social media and people are disagreeing with Jamie Carragher, and they're always throwing out, oh, this man was an average centre half. Why is he commenting on Mo Salah? Look, he's Liverpool's second most appearances. I mean, he deserves respect. He really does. And yeah, good shout about the 2005 final. That block was unbelievable. Yeah, I remember that Dudek only ever looked average. I remember the mistakes he made against Man United. Ryan Giggs. Was it Ryan Giggs scored the two of them? I mean, they were just basic saves, people. Basic. And that season as well, 2005. Who was it? Liverpool had 3 goalkeepers that season. Was Scott Carson playing against... Did he play against Juventus in that quarter-final? And who was the other lad to be signed from Coventry? Oh, jeez, I can't think of his name. Oh, he was at the Legends game the other day. Oh, help me out, people. What was his name? Oh, jeez, I can't think. Oh, I can't think now. But anyway, you know who I'm talking about. He played that season as well. So I didn't really understand the Jersey Dudek comment. I really didn't. But we're talking at the moment most underrated Liverpool players. Most underrated. Look, I'm going to be honest, people. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm after thinking of one. I think the most underrated, at least his time at Liverpool, was Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane. That's it. Chris Kirkland. Thank you very much, my friend. I could not think of his name. But he played that season as well. So I don't understand this Dudek was underrated or overrated. He was never rated. But anyway, Robbie Keane, his time at Liverpool, people, was underrated. That man should never have been sold. Never. It wasn't, people might look at it, he joined in the summer, left in the January. Oh, that's a failure. It wasn't, people. It wasn't. We were this close to winning the league. It made no sense. It made no sense. To me, Robbie Keane was underrated at Liverpool. He really was. People might look at it and think, oh, that's a failure. It wasn't. I will never, ever understand what Rafa Benitez was doing. I know it was an argument between him and the owners. It was about a bit of power and all of that. But come on, for the good of the team, Robbie Keane was savage. He really was. What a player. But it made no sense, Ray. This is the problem. It made no sense. It made zero sense that he was sold. He was just finding his feet. I remember he scored 2 goals against West Brom at Anfield. And you're thinking, no, here we go. Here we go. Next minute, he's gone back to Tottenham. What are you doing? It just made no sense. Rafa Benitez. I've thought of another one, people. This is controversial. This is controversial, people. This is controversial. This is not a player. The most overrated in the history of Liverpool Football Club, Rafa Benitez. It was Rafa Benitez, people. I mean, I love him. He's a legend. Okay. Appreciate what he did with Liverpool. He was overrated. He nearly cost us a Champions League in 2005. I don't care what anyone says. He cost us a Champions League in 2007. I don't care what anyone says. The man was overrated. We should have won the title that season. He kept dropping Gerrard and Torres, putting them on the bench. And then when the rest of the team, because they weren't really that good, you need your superstars on there. He would always bring them on with 15, 20 minutes to go to try and save the game. And every Liverpool fan was thinking, start them, win the game, and then bring them off. Not rocket science. The most overrated in the history of Liverpool Football Club, Rafa Benitez. That's my opinion, people. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Christine is in the chat. Liverpool have had some unbelievable players. We really have. Mane as well. I mean, when we're talking top 10, I was going top 5, just the players I've seen. But, you know, you can't leave Mane out, but I did. I mean, it's harsh on him, but what a player. No, I get that, Steve. I get that. He never had the backing. I get that. But come on. I mean, he very nearly cost us 2005. Very nearly. You know, that had nothing to do with the owners and them two idiots. I mean, they nearly destroyed Liverpool Football Club. So he was always up against it. But some of the decisions that he made as a manager, I get. He wasn't backed. I get. But seriously, people, 2005, Didi Hamann, first name on the team sheet. Steven Gerrard, the night before the final, he said, "We're going to have to win this game 1-0 because we're not going to score more than one. We have to keep a clean sheet." The most important player to try and do that, Didi Hamann, sit in that midfield. He drops him. He plays Harry Kewell. What are you talking about, people? Just some of the decisions he made. 2007, we're going up against an AC Milan team, an aging AC Milan team. He puts the likes of Craig Bellamy and Peter Crouch on the bench. Somebody that has a bit of difference about them. Peter Crouch's height, awkwardness. Bellamy was decent. He was another underrated player at Liverpool. But he plays Dirk out up front by himself, and it's like, that's easy. If you're a centre half going up against that, you're thinking, yeah, that's easy. That's easy. People, what he's doing. Honestly, when I seen that team in 2007, I was thinking to myself, this man's after messing this up again. Proved right. He got lucky in 2005. He really did. He really did. Some of the decisions that he made, shocking. Taking Gerrard off for Lucas in the derby. You know, it just, I don't know. I think he's the most overrated Liverpool have ever had. Rafa Benitez. Most overrated. I love Firmino, Matip, Joel Matip. Was Joel Matip underrated? I think he was rated probably the right way. Virgil and Fabinho, yeah. Brilliant players. Absolutely brilliant players. Where am I going here? Underrated was Dirk Kuyt. Yeah, good shout. Cat says Wijnaldum was underrated. What a player. That's a good shout as well. He was underrated. He really was. Absolute brilliant player. That midfield, people. That midfield. Stevie G. Let me ask you this. Stevie G. Legend. Gets into any Liverpool team. That midfield. Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum. Who are you dropping for Stevie G? I think it's a good question. I think you'd have to think about it. Because Wijnaldum, for me, has to play. But then Jordan Henderson has to play. He was so important in that team. Fabinho has to play. I think Fabinho definitely has to play. Okay, he's sitting in front of the back four. That's his job. Who would you drop? Vic says Henderson. I mean, Henderson was so underrated in that team. He really was. Another underrated player. But then, Gini Wijnaldum. Let's just say Stevie G, he doesn't get in. No, he gets in. He gets in. Stevie G gets into that team. Trust me. I think Hendo seems to be the one that people are going for. It's a bit harsh on him though, isn't it? But can you imagine? Oh, Jesus, lads, can you imagine if Steven Gerrard in his prime played in that team? Wow. And that team really couldn't get any better. Let's be honest. Absolutely unbelievable it was. Jordan Henderson's time at Liverpool, very underrated. Him as a player, I should say, not his time because he won everything. Him as a player, very underrated. Jordan Henderson was he was brilliant for Liverpool. He really was. Look, quality-wise, obviously not that good. But Very underrated. Hendo's energy in that team was the key. Yeah, he was a leader as well. Absolute leader. That's what we need now. Eagles is going. Ian St. John. Wow, that's a shout. Kenny Dalglish, Mo Salah, Stevie G, and Ian Rush. People, look at those 5 players. The legends that we have at this club. I absolutely love talking about the history of this club. Because it's always there. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. We've got a Champions League in a time where we were struggling. Who does that? Who does that? What a club, people. What a club. Good shout from Liverpool chat. Oxlade, Chamberlain. I liked them. I really did. So unfortunate with injuries. He really was, but I liked him. He was just starting to find his feet, and then what happens? He does his knee against Roma in the Champions League. So unfortunate. He really was. Billy Little. Look, another one, people. Another one. Roger Hunt is another one. Won a World Cup. The legends we have is unbelievable. Look at this, people. Look. Heroes in the chat. He says Phil Neal. Phil Neal. What a shout that is. And nobody's mentioning him. He's the most decorated player in Liverpool's history. 4 European Cups. I don't know how many league titles he won. He won the lot. He was captain as well. That's a great show. The absolute legends that Liverpool have had. Terry Mack, Ray Kennedy. Absolutely unbelievable people. Phil Thompson. Phil Thompson was more than just a pundit on Soccer Saturday. Before he got replaced by them ticking a box. Let's tick the box now, lads. Oh, look at this for a shit. Look at this. Oops, wrong one. Sorry, my apologies. Neil says Ronnie Whelan. People, honestly, it's never ending, the legends that we have. What a player Ronnie Whelan was. Irish legend. My score prediction for Saturday. I ain't doing a prediction, because every time I do a prediction, I jinx it. But let's just say it's not going to be easy. Okay? It's not going to be easy. Ray Houghton as well. What a shout that is. Little Ray. Donny is talking about the most underrated player in the history of football. Not just the history of Liverpool. The most underrated player in the history of football is Nat Phillips. What a player. A legend. I mean, Maldini looks up to this man. Cannavaro said if it wasn't for Nat Phillips, he would never have been a defender. Even though he's older, that doesn't matter. Let's get the likes up, everybody. We've got 39 people in the chat, so let's get the likes up. Anyone remember David Thompson? Yeah, of course, yeah. Through the academy. Won the Youth Cup with them, of course, didn't he? Decent player. Decent player. I'll tell you who was underrated. Actually, good show. I think this is a good show. Danny Murphy. I think Danny Murphy was underrated. That Gerard Houllier team had a lot of great players. Danny Murphy. Because these ex-players becoming pundits and people are like, what is this man talking about? Same with Carragher. People forget. These lads were decent players. Danny Murphy for me. Steve says Didi Hamann was a cracking player in his position, to be fair as well. Yeah, Didi, absolutely. Jay Spearing. Never liked them. I have to be honest. What a goal he scored the other day as well, boy. Never liked him. I didn't think he was good enough. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. If you always jinx it, then why don't you predict us to win? Because then you will win. Nicely played, Vic. Nicely played. Yeah, but some goal Jay Spearman scored the other day. What a goal. Probably the best goal he's ever scored. Stephen says Kevin Keegan, Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush, Alan Hansen, John Barnes, Stevie Nicol, Peter Beardsley, Ray Houghton, Steve McMahon, John Aldridge. People, what are we talking about here? When it comes to legends, Liverpool are by far the best club in the world. This is shocking stuff. Nobody else can compete with this. Nobody else. Legends, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. What a club. What an absolute club. Honestly, people. Cat is after throwing my favourite player that I keep forgetting. Divock Origi. Divock Origi makes the world a better place. He really does, people. When in doubt, think about Divock Origi. The most underrated player in the history of Liverpool Football Club. And of course, won us the Champions League. Well, he sealed the Champions League in the final. Got the 2 goals against Barcelona, of course. Steve McMahon. I've never really seen Steve McMahon play. Obviously, I've seen clips and all of that. But, yeah, decent player now, I have to say. I was the same with Jan Molby. Never seen him play. Just clips. Thomas says, Frimpong isn't good enough for us. Don't understand why we signed him. We needed a centre-back. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If he plays like he did against Brighton, now he's out injured at the moment. Hopefully it's not serious. But if he played like he did against Brighton, I'm sorry, people, but that man needs to go. But he was playing well up to that. He was. But, yeah, look, the jury is out on a lot of the new signings still. And we're in April. I was going to say we're in the middle of March. We're in April. Why do you guys love Origi so much? You would have won both those games anyways. A Man City fan will just never understand. Divock Origi. It's that simple, people. That's all you have to say. When I see a Liverpool fan, I don't say hello. I just say Origi. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He gets it. He gets it. Man City fans, Man United fans, they'll never understand. Origi, people. Just think about Origi and you'll feel better. Absolute legend. Anyway, it wasn't just the Champions League and the semi-final. That man scored so many late winners against Everton, against Wolves. I mean, he was basically Everton hated him, which is a good thing if you're a Liverpool fan. It's like Mo Salah. He became the owner of Manchester United. Divock Origi became the owner of Everton. Dave, check out that goal Mulby scored versus United in the Cup. It's on YouTube. Well worth watching. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. So because it's international break, the last few nights I've been on YouTube and I've been watching all of Mo Salah's goals. I watched Sadio Mane's goals, Bobby Firmino. Oh, take me back, people. Seeing Jurgen Klopp at the Legends game, it kind of makes me a bit sad. What a time it was. Jota is a good show. Yeah. Diogo Jota, may he rest in peace. He was very underrated. An absolute legend. It's a good shout there. Mo is not top 5. Sorry. Don't apologise, my friend. Everyone's opinion. I mean, the legends that we have had at this club. If Mo Salah is 6, 7, as Jamie Carragher put him, it's not an insult. Absolutely not. Definitely not an insult. No, that's fine. The Anfield Wrap is the best pool podcast about. I seen the interview they've done with Jurgen Klopp. I miss Jurgen Klopp, people. I miss him so much. I really do. But he's so charismatic. His personality, he brings people together. And it's not a criticism of Arne Slot. He's a different person. He's a different personality. You can't expect him to be Jurgen Klopp because then it'd come across as fake. But it's just, we were so fortunate to get a manager like Jurgen Klopp. We really were. Yeah, Tommy's right here. Look, top 10 players will differ from what year you were born. Absolutely. Look, I was born in 1984. But I didn't really get into football until, say, around the mid-90s. So I never seen the likes of Kenny Dalglish play. I'd never seen John Barnes, really. I seen the end of Ian Rush's career. Seen the end of John Barnes' career, but he was in midfield. So, yeah, I mean, to me, when people are picking a top 5 or a top 10, I think the best way to do it, because everyone's going to be different, it has to be the players that you've seen. Because, to me, it doesn't make sense. I could pick a top 5 of players that I've never seen play. That doesn't make sense to me. So everyone's is different. It's a personal opinion. But I love this kind of chat, though, when I'm talking about Liverpool's history and great players and all that. But it's just interesting to see what players you pick because, as I say, everyone is going to be different. And it's not disrespectful to anybody to put Mo Salah even 10th because there's 9 players that you could easily pick that people could say he was way better than him. You know what I mean? So it's not disrespectful to say that. Jamie Carragher's getting a lot of stick for it. It's not disrespectful. His opinion. Now, I know it comes from the fact that he said if Mo Salah wins another Premier League Player of the Year, he could be in the top, competing with Kenny and Stevie, and then he changed his mind. But look, it's just his opinion at the end of the day. But when we're talking about Mo Salah being Liverpool's greatest ever player, to me, as I say, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I have him in my top 5 because I have to go on players that I've seen. But when I hear debates about is Mo Salah top 10 Premier League of all time, people, that's just disrespectful. It's not disrespectful to put him just outside the top 10 in Liverpool players because we've had some unbelievable players. But it is beyond disrespectful to even debate, even ask the question, is he top 10? Top 10. If you ask, is he top 5? Okay, we could have that debate. He is, come on, people. 3-time Premier League Player of the Year, 2-time Playmaker of the Year. The goals that he has scored more goals for Liverpool than any Manchester United player has ever scored in history. He's not even a striker. And they're debating whether he's top 10. He's easily top 10. The debate should be, is he top 5? Simple as. I don't get it, people. Anyway, rant over. Just annoys me. It really does. If Mo Salah was English, wow. Can you imagine, right? Bukayo Saka, because he plays in the same position. Now, they're completely different ages. So let's say when Bukayo Saka is 34. Mo Salah's 34, isn't he? If Bukayo Saka scores the goals that Mo Salah has scored, if he's a 3-time Premier League Player of the Year, 2-time Playmaker Award, they will be saying he is the greatest Premier League player of all time. Because he's English. It's facts. It's facts, people. I think that is fact. We see it already with Declan Rice. I think it was on TalkSport today. I couldn't find the clip, but I've seen it on Twitter. Somebody mentioned it. Ali McCoist. I'll tell you one thing. And who was? I think it was Tony Cascarino at the mention. No, it could have been an April Fool's joke. I'm not sure. But they were asking, was Declan Rice better than Steven Gerrard? Now, as I say, I didn't hear it myself. I seen it on Twitter. Maybe it wasn't true. But what are they watching if they even consider that? Because he's English. Because he decided he's English. Because he changed his mind. Tommy says, what winger has done it as long as Salah in the Prem? None can match his numbers. They can't. They cannot. But then people are like, oh, it's just stats. I've seen this thing on Twitter, was it last week? Because as internationals, people go mad with these debates and stuff. But a Man United fan was saying Salah's nowhere near the likes of, I think he said Cantona Giggs, Ronaldo, and Rooney. I think there was a few more Man United players in there. It's all stats. That's it. It's just stats with Salah. But the Man United fans will use stats to plead the case for Ronaldo being the greatest. Oh, but he scored this amount of goals. But that's stats. But when it's Salah, I think it's just so disrespectful to him. The problem with top 10 Premier League is so many United, Arsenal, Chelsea, you just can't miss way more Prems. Yeah, but I mean, that's the teams they played in. It's individual. When we talk top 10, if you want to talk trophies and stuff, to me, that doesn't, I don't think that's right because we're talking individual. I mean, if you put Mo Salah into that Man United team, I mean, he's winning how many league titles? How many league titles did Giggs win? 13. So, I mean, he's going to win those if he's in that team. That was the team. I've said it before, timing is everything for some players. If you put Ryan Giggs in to Man United in the 80s, he doesn't win anything. He played for Man United at a time when they were dominating. So, for me, team trophies shouldn't come into it. When we talk individual, Harry Kane is a perfect example. Harry Kane, because he's English, and rightly so. People are saying, "Oh, is he the greatest striker the Premier League has ever seen?" It's Alan Shearer then Harry Kane, and some people might even put Harry Kane above Alan Shearer because all round a better footballer. Harry Kane did not win a thing in England, so for me, it's about individual performances. If you have Phil Foden, another example, 3-time Premier League Player of the Year, 2-time Playmaker Award, scores all those goals that Mo Salah has, it wouldn't even be a debate. People would not even be mentioning it. They'd be saying, Phil Foden, he could be the greatest of all time. But with Mo Salah, is he top 10? Yeah, I just don't get it, people. I just don't get it. I don't understand the disrespect he gets. But anyway, that's just me. Steve says Lampard versus Gerrard versus Scholes. I can understand. Rice, yeah, Declan Rice in that conversation, people. I mean, honestly, Lampard, brilliant player. Paul Scholes, absolute brilliant player. Stevie G is Stevie G. Declan Rice, I mean, come on, people. Let's be honest. Stephen says the worst player to ever play for Liverpool was El Hadji Diouf. What a plonker he was. I think when we talk about talent-wise, El Hadji Diouf, yeah, he's definitely up there as the worst. For me, it was Voronin. I mean, you're better off laughing. I remember he scored an absolute cracker in pre-season. Top corner. And we're all thinking, wow, this guy's going to be some player. He was useless. But when you throw in everything that El Hadji Diouf did, he to me is number one. He's just disgusting. Absolute useless player. Just rotten to the core, that man. So yeah, it's a good show. Remember Tarbin, who's that? Picnic. I don't remember him. What year are we talking, Ray? Do not remember him now. Spelt wrong, but I don't even know who. Picnic. No. Gerrard on the overlap tomorrow. Don't watch it, but will for him. Oh, yeah. Seen that. I'll be watching that tomorrow, absolutely. Absolutely. And Carragher's on it as well, so it should be interesting. Usually it's, the X-Man United players podcast with Ian Wright. And, of course, the other one. to tick a box, of course. You have to get the old box ticker there. But yeah, I'll definitely be watching that. He's doing a lot of media lately, isn't he? I mean, he has to be getting offers. He has to be. I wonder, is he waiting? Does he think something's going to happen? They're going to offer him the job. I don't know. Yoko's in the chat. Ooh, Vegard Hegem. That's some shout there, Steve, now. Hegem played. For some reason, I remember him playing 99-2000 season. Yeah. I thought he was okay. Yeah, Steve agrees. Yeah, I thought he was all right. I have to be honest. Wasn't terrible now. Do you know who I hated, people? Couldn't stand him. Oh, Jesus, lads, I couldn't stand him. Phil Babb. Oh, lads, he cost us so many games. I remember we were in a title race in, was it 97? 96, 97, yeah. Oh my God, he cost us so many games. Oh, Jesus, lads. I couldn't stand him. Could not stand him. I absolutely hated him. Whenever I seen him on the team sheet, oh, jeez, here we go, lads. Here we go. Yeah, absolutely, Steve. Yeah, it was the most memorable thing against Chelsea. Oh, I couldn't stand him. I could not stand him. He was useless. Oh, he was terrible. He cost us so many points that season. And that goes back to as well when Gary Neville talks about Liverpool back then. And he's like, oh, but Man United stopped drinking. That's why Man United were winning titles, because they stopped drinking. Liverpool were still at it. People go through that team. Man United had better players. Liverpool on their day could give anyone a game, especially on Sky Sports, under the lights. They were unbelievable. But when it came to consistency and playing against teams that were, say, mid-table or fighting relegation, these Liverpool players, they didn't have the consistency. They weren't good enough. They didn't have enough match winners. Man United had better players. They had a better goalkeeper, better back four, probably a better midfielder or midfield. The only real players that probably would have got into that Man United team was Robbie Fowler and Steve McManaman. Other than that, who are we talking about? And Gary Neville, oh, it's because we stopped drinking. No, it wasn't. Man United were just better, as much as it pains me to say it. They were just better. We all miss a bit of Darwin. Right, people, now that he's left, right, it's very easy to say, okay, he only left when? Last summer. Was he underrated? The way Liverpool are this season, was Darwin Núñez underrated? I mean, in front of goal, he was overrated, okay? And he was terrible. But just the chaos, I miss it. I do, I miss it. Was he? I think that is a good question. That should be the title of the stream. Was Darwin Núñez underrated? When he had time to think, he was crap. He was. Yeah, that was his big problem. He lived off instinct in the box. If it came to him quickly, goal. If he was one-on-one with the keeper, I don't think anybody ever was confident if he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. But looking at this season, he was definitely underrated. When it came to scoring, absolutely not. Of course not. But no, the whole package, he was a madman. He really was. Lads, I don't remember this player. Torben Pajcek, was that right? Had a memorable Euro 92 with winners Denmark. He was Danish. However, probably the worst signing made by Souness, and that's saying something. Yeah, I don't remember him at all. He mustn't have been there long. Like, he's not even mentioned in the way people kind of talk with infamous players, if you know what I mean. So no, I don't remember him at all. Well, really, Ray Evans was really the time I started supporting Liverpool anyway. The best thing Nunes did was beat Brentford at the death to go well clear of Arsenal. Oh, that game, people, that game. Absolutely loved it. Nothing like a last minute winner. That was the game where I was like, you know what? Arsenal are not catching us. They are not catching us. And then you look at them this season. Arsenal are absolutely woeful. Ah, Jesus, lads, what's going on? This Arsenal team is probably going to win the league. What do you think of them all pulling out of international duty? Look, I don't mind it. I'll be honest. Because last season I was asking the likes of Alexis McAllister, I was saying, what is this man doing? Travelling all around the world to play a feckin' friendly. Pretend you're injured. Come back. Liverpool are paying you a small fortune. It wasn't just him, of course. I was talking about the English players as well. You know, pull out of it. It's only a friendly. So I actually don't mind it that Arsenal are doing it. But I do think, because it's never really happened before, with all of these players coming out of it, is this pressure now, is it? I mean, is it starting to get to them? I just wonder. I just wonder. I do think they'll win the league, though, unfortunately. Remember Abel Xavier, or Giezadu, with the mad hair? Did we sign him from Everton? Was it Everton or was it Middlesbrough? Jeez, I forget now. Liverpool chat says we've lost 18 points from late goals. Add that on, and we have 67 points. Puts us 3 behind Arsenal. Oh, Jesus, lads. Liverpool chat is trying to depress me. Only 3 behind them. Jesus, lads. Now we're talking. Right, it's a good show. Marcus Babbel. That is a good show. It really is. 2001. What a season he had. Absolutely unbelievable. Then he got some strange illness, didn't he? And he was never the same. Ishioka says, I hope and think we can perform better next season. Well, it's on the players. It really is, because, look, the tactics are terrible. Arne Slot, if he's still there, you know, you're going to have to wake up. But it's the effort of these players. We've seen it against Galatasaray, and then what happens against Brighton? Absolute woeful. But I look, as frustrated as I am with this team, I still don't think we're a million miles away. I really don't. And I think a lot of it comes down to effort. Yeah, Tommy agrees about Marcus Babbel, top right back, yeah. It was a good shout now. Good shout. Ryan Babel is a great shout. Yeah, Stephen agrees. Ryan Babel. Absolute unbelievable. He actually follows me on Twitter, people. I'm not even joking. He follows me on Twitter. I couldn't believe it. One day, just out of the blue. I think I commented on something he put up. I think he was playing a Legends game or something, and I said, fair play, a great performance, a great goal or something. He followed me. I was like, what the hell is going on? I remember he played against United when we bet them 4-1 at Old Trafford, and he had a chance to make it. No, I don't think it was the fourth goal. I think he had a chance to make it. Or sorry, I don't think it was the fifth goal. I think he had a chance to make it 4-1, and he missed it, put it over the bar. Maybe it was 5. But it was late on anyway. But yeah, Ryan Babel had some big moments. He really did. Will Isak be returning soon? Isak is back in training tomorrow. Should be on the bench for Man City. Although with Arne Slot, you never know. Remember last season, though, I know he didn't rate Chiesa, but he kept saying, oh, can't play Chiesa. He didn't get a pre-season. This man's coming back from a broken leg. You know Arne Slot now. I mean, right, maybe the Man City game's probably too soon for him. Tomorrow's Thursday, yeah, so he probably won't be on the bench for that game. But he has to be on the bench for at least the home game against PSG. Has to be. But Arne Slot, he's like, oh, well, we can't rush him back. Never mind that. We need him back. How unlucky was he as well, people? He gets injured scoring a fucking goal. I think Slot will save him for PSG. Yeah, probably Saturday's probably too soon for him. But the home game against PSG, I think he has to play. Maybe not start, but come off the bench. Because this man, on his day, he could do some serious damage against PSG. He really could. But we have to stay in the game. There's no point in going out to Paris and losing 3-0. Game over. Because this team is not coming back from 3-0 down. No way. But we have to stay in the tie. Tommy is not confident. Can't see us getting anything against City or PSG away. Stu says, I really hope Isak clicks again and bangs them in for us. Well, look, people, we have hopefully we have a big end to the season. And hopefully it ends with a trophy. Hopefully it's the Champions League. It's going to be tough because we're on the tough side of the draw anyway. So even if we were to get over PSG, which is going to be beyond difficult, we probably have Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich will probably beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. I think they're going to score way too many goals. I mean, their firepower is unbelievable. So we have to get over Bayern Munich. And then in the final, I mean, if it's not Arsenal, Arteta should be sacked. But we definitely have a tough road. Ray says, Dave, what Liverpool player had the greatest potential but never fulfilled it? I say Rob Jones. Shin splints destroyed his career. The greatest potential. Jeez, that's a shout. Jeez, I don't know, people. Who are we thinking? Who are we thinking? The greatest potential that I've seen. I can't think of anyone. I'm trying to think of, like, we haven't really had any strikers that didn't really make it that we thought this lad's going to be unbelievable. Remember that Polish lad that was in the youth academy? And they were saying he was the Polish Messi. And I kept checking, when is this man coming into the first team? And injuries pretty much ended his career. I don't know where he's playing now. And Derek says Robbie Keane. I wouldn't say didn't fulfill his potential, because as a player he did. I would say he was underrated his time at Liverpool. Said that earlier in the stream. Very underrated. Nick Barmby. Scored against them as well, yeah. Sean Dundee. Jeez, that's a blast from the past. Sean Dundee, we're talking 98. He was a striker, wasn't he? I think that was 98. Oh, there's a good one from Steve. Harry Kewell. Yeah, that's a good show. People have to say fair play to these. You're coming out with names here that I don't even know how to pronounce that. I don't remember this, man. What year are we talking there, Tommy? Oh, Litalik, yeah. Remember him. Well, Pongola is a legend. lethargic. He didn't do anything. Jesus, that's the names here. Jimmy Carter. Who was that? Oh, Bruno Cheroux. Remember him, or he scored a winner against Chelsea. Bruno Cheroux, yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. Was it not Cheroux was supposed to be the next Zidane, no? Jim Begden. He got a terrible injury, didn't he? Yeah, it was Cheroux, yeah. He was supposed to be the next Zidane, yeah. And he was woeful. Oh, Jesus, lads, he was woeful. Michael Thomas broke my 13-year-old heart, says Ray. Yeah, I was too young to remember that. 89, so it would have been the May 89. So I was only 4. 5 in the August. Durkite. I tell you, the man scored a hat-trick against Manchester United. Not many players have done that. Sean is going to see Liverpool on the 11th of April. Who are they playing, Sean? Let me get the old fixtures up here, people. Let me get the fixtures up here. I'll be doing a watch-along on Saturday as well, people, for the old FA Cup. They're at home to Fulham. Let me get these fixtures up for you. We'll have a look at them. StreamYard is after changing their feckin' layout. I don't know what's going on here. I can't get up. No, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'll read them out. So we've Man City, then PSG. Fulham at home. PSG away. Everton away. Crystal Palace at home. Man United away. People, we are finito. We are done. We are done. I can't get them. StreamYards after changing their whole layout. Don't know what's going on here now. Apologies, people. But anyway, we have some tough fixtures. Do you think we will win on Saturday? I'm going to be honest and say no. I don't think we will. I'm not going to give a score prediction. But we're playing so bad, especially away from home. I think if Pep changes the team, we have a chance. But that Man City team we're looking at it now, we've just won the Carabao Cup. We've a chance to get back to Wembley. We're at home. Liverpool are struggling. You know, these players are going to have to be switched on Saturday now. They really are. Derek says City will win 3-1. Liverpool chat says, I swear, if United do the double over us, Jesus. This is the problem we have now, people, right? Because we're playing Man United, and that could be the game that basically confirms Manchester United's place in the top 4 or the Champions League top 5. And the atmosphere, Liverpool won't be able to cope with. It's the one thing we haven't been able to cope with this season. High intensity. Man United, I mean, they're useless. They're absolutely useless. It just shows you how bad the league is. But I can't see Liverpool coping with that. I really can't. I hope we will win, but I don't think we will. Oh, it's going to be tough. It really is. It shouldn't be this difficult, but it is. These games, it'll be, if Liverpool were to win the game, it would be a real shock. And that's, it's not right to say. It's, we should almost be expecting to beat them with the players we have, but we're just, this season, it doesn't matter who we play. We could be away to Port Vale, and I'd still be thinking, this is going to be a tough game. Confidence is so low with this team. Derek says, if we lose the next two, there has to be Slot gone. No, they won't get rid of him, Derek, I'm telling you. They will not get rid of him. The only chance is no trophies and no top 5. And then they might be saying, lads, this is not good enough. We were supposed to get Champions League. So, but if he finishes top 5, that's it. That'll keep his job. That will definitely keep his job. This club is just about Champions League football. But if he does miss out on the Champions League, they have to be looking at it and thinking, we spent an absolute fortune to at least get into the top 5. Not the top 4, the top 5. And here we are finishing 6th or 7th. So that might force their hand. But what will keep Arne Slot's job is if he finishes outside the top 5. Or inside the top 5, I should say. Steve says he definitely goes in the summer. I don't think so. I really don't. Look, there's still a little part of me still wants this manager to get it right. But I don't see it happening. Stephen says Joe Cole. What a legend. Chelsea legend. Yeah, we got Joe Cole at the end of his career. Woeful for Liverpool. Steve says, once Anfield starts booing, no manager comes back from it. Oh, yeah, look, I agree, yeah, absolutely. But I think a lot of it is Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. Like, these guys have egos as well. So they don't want to admit they were wrong. They want to say, look, we found this man. This man is a genius. Give him time. He'll get it right because we're right. If they sack him now, we'll be like, oh, we got that one wrong, didn't we, lads? The big problem I have with it, we're in April, okay, and we have not seen one thing this season in the league. We've seen it against Galatasaray, but we haven't seen it in the league to suggest, no, he's getting there. Now I can see what he's trying to do. I get it. He just needs this. He just needs that. No, we can see it now. Haven't seen a thing, people. We've relied on moments. We've relied on the talent that Liverpool have, and we have talent to beat a lot of teams in the league. We can rely on just talent for some games. But especially away from home, you can't rely on talent. You have to have that bit of effort, that bit of commitment, that bit extra going into these games. And it looks like this manager can't motivate them, or whether they're just following what he wants them to do, which is just not working. So, yeah, I don't know, people. I just don't know. Shankland T96 is in the chat. Monda Jambons. Jambos. Hearts. Brez says Slot will be sacked at the end of the season unless Liverpool win Champions League, probably for the best. Yeah, look, I agree. I think it's time for him to go as well because, as I say, I need to see something. I need to see something with the way we're playing. I need to see something with the players' attitude, something that tells me, no, this man knows exactly what he wants. This man knows exactly what he's doing. I haven't seen anything. And looking at the fixtures, I mean, people, I don't even see one win there. I really don't. That's how difficult they are. And it shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be. I don't mind Liverpool having a bad season. Jurgen Klopp had a bad season. I don't mind that. But we have to see something that will suggest, oh, I'll tell you one thing, this team next season, it's going to be good. Remember the time Jurgen Klopp had the bad season when we finished 5th and we played Leeds late in that season, bet them easy. I forget what the score was. Bet them easy at Ellen Road. And Jurgen Klopp, last minute, these players are pressing in midfield and Jurgen Klopp's going mad in the sideline with delight and he's saying, unbelievable. You're looking at that team and you're thinking, wow, tell you one thing, lads, next season could be good. It could be good. Get a few signings in there, could be good. And what happened? Got a few signings in there. We finished 3rd, won a trophy. We need to see something this season to suggest that, no, look, it was a bad season, but tell you one thing, next season. So, I don't know, it's just, he's driving me mad, Arne Slot, because he's the one man that can change this. And it's almost like he won't. Shioko33 says, another possibility is that he will resign himself after the season. That's a good shout. And that he has agreed with the club that he gets the chance to save this season by winning 1 or 2 trophies. Yeah, that's a good shout. Would he resign? Not many managers do it. Not many managers do it. They always believe that they can get out of it. But it's just been such a disappointment. I still can't believe that the manager that won us the league last season is in this position. Doolan says, Davy, there is hope. Carlo won a trophy in Croke Park. They did indeed. They did indeed. I mean, I can't remember the last time Laois won one there, but fair play to Carlo. Liverpool chat is definitely in the chat to depress me because I completely forgot about this. Alisson is out for a while, apparently, so it's Marmadashvili versus PSG. It is, because Arne Slot actually said today that Alisson is out for a while. So it will be the Jordan Pickford with long arms against PSG. He does not fill me with confidence at all. He really doesn't. And this is supposed to be Liverpool's future goalkeeper. People, I said it from day one. This man is not good. I tell you, I always try to judge a player properly. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one for, oh wow, what a save that was. No, let's have a proper look at these players. And I never rated Marmadashvili. People were getting excited last season. He was playing against Real Madrid. He pulled off like 7 saves. And I was watching him like, yeah, but first of all, your defence is absolutely woeful, okay? But a lot of the saves, he was making them look like they were more difficult than they were. That's Jordan Pickford, okay? Just don't rate him. I just don't rate him, people. I really don't. And here's the big problem, right? When I watched Man United's goalkeeper, when they signed him, looking at a few clips on YouTube, I'm always trying to find flaws in a player. I think Lemons, whatever his name is, I think he's a good player, people. I think he's a good player. Pains me to say it. I think Man United's future in goalkeepers is a little bit more brighter than Liverpool's at the moment. Pains me to say it. Yeah, he does, Steve. He's got a bit of David James about him. He really does. Now, look, maybe it's a confidence thing. Maybe he's still finding his feet at the club. Maybe he just needs that run in the team. But when he has played this season, there hasn't been any discussion of Marmadashvili staying in the team once Alisson came back. And he has played a fair bit this season because Alisson, of course, is made of glass. And usually when a goalkeeper does well, you're thinking, oh no, he's going to keep his place. I'll tell you one thing, when Alisson gets fit, he's not guaranteed to start. Every one of us is kind of hoping Alisson gets back as soon as possible. And that's not a good sign, people. It's not. Now, Alisson is going to stay for another year, which is good. Happy days. I want him to finish his career at Liverpool. But yeah, I never rated Marbalashvili. I just don't think he's good enough. And I've said it so many times. Queevy and Gallagher, way better. Yep, just said it, yeah. We should have kept Kelleher. What a player. Czech Republic got through to the World Cup last night, people, and Ireland couldn't beat them. But anyway, international football, I can't stand it. Right, people, do you think we're going to get Champions League football next season? Are we finishing in the top 5? We're going to do a little bit predictions now. Okay, we'll start with the top 5. Are we finishing in the top 5? Are we finishing in the top 5? Because I'm not confident now. I think what's going to help us is the form of Chelsea and the form of Aston Villa. So Brez says, if it's top 5, think you will. Yeah, he says yeah. Derek says no. Okay. We're going to do top 5, then we're going to go to Champions League and then FA Cup. I probably know the answers to them ones, but we're going to start with the top 5. I think what could help us, as I say, is Chelsea's form and Aston Villa's form. Like, we keep dropping points left, right and centre, but so do they. Coach Stephen says our form is bad. Correct. Brez is going, ooh, City to win it. Interesting. Arsenal 2nd, United 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Villa 5th. Wow. I take that. Take that right now. City to win it, people. If Man City win that title. I've said this before. About Man City and Arsenal, okay? The reason I want Man City to win the league is not because I like Man City. It's because the bigger story would be Arsenal not winning it. City win the league, yeah, no one cares. Go and celebrate it, no one cares. The bigger story that would be on every YouTube channel, every radio show, everything would be Arsenal bottled it. That's why I want City to win the league. But that's just my opinion. Fifth, but more hope than opinion, yeah. But sure, look, hope is a great thing. Coach Stephen would take that as well, yeah. City to win it. Liverpool 4th. Shioko is going 4th as well. If City win it from here, it'd be a bigger bottle job than Newcastle 95-96. Oh yeah, it'd be the biggest one in history, people. In history. Because this is a City team that is very inconsistent. And this is an Arsenal team with the greatest squad in the world. The greatest squad in the history of football. We've got Declan Rice performing miracles every single week. I mean, I don't know where, but apparently he was playing against Man City in the final. I didn't see him. If City win the league and the FA Cup, it's a treble of Arsenal coming 2nd. Coach Stephen says, I don't want City to win the FA Cup as I want us to. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Look, I think a great season would still be Liverpool winning the Champions League. I think it would be. People might say a paper over the cracks. Okay, that's fine. But at the end of the day, people, it's about winning. If we win the Champions League, we win the Champions League. That would be unbelievable. Forget where we are in the league. We win the Champions League. Like, I don't understand this talk of I don't want Liverpool to win the Champions League because Arne Slot might keep his job. I don't understand that thinking at all. People, that's what football is about. It's about winning. It's about winning the Premier League or the Champions League, and then you get the cups then, which are grand. But if Arne Slot wins the Champions League, fine. The man can stay. It's about winning. No, BJ's he doesn't, Steve. No way. No way does he warrant a sacking if he wins the Champions League. Absolutely not. If Liverpool end up losing every single league game from now until the end of the season, and we finish 10th, but we win the Champions League, the man has to be in charge next season. Because think of the teams that we beat. We'd have to be PSG, the European champions, Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, two of the best teams in Europe. It's Real Madrid. They're not great, but it's Real Madrid. Bayern Munich, one of the best teams in Europe. And then probably, who's it going to be? Arsenal. I mean, absolutely the man will have to stay. Yeah, you couldn't. You couldn't. No way could you. Absolutely. I think it would be totally disrespectful to the manager to do that. That's what it's about. That's what football is about, people. The two trophies at the start of every season that Liverpool want is the Premier League and the Champions League. And for Arne Slot in his first 2 seasons to win the Premier League and the Champions League, and you're going to say, no, we may get rid of him. Why would you do that? Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Let's see what happens then next season. And we go again. But it's a long shot, people. Let's be honest. We're not playing well enough. So we're just kind of, we're throwing it out there. Perfect scenario would be he wins it, but let's be honest. It would be, it could arguably be, it would be Liverpool's greatest ever Champions League win. It would be. I don't know, 2005. 2005. It's not just about winning. Some people like to watch good football. I take an FA Cup exit and Champions League exit if it meant Slot goes. His football is depressing. No, but it's about results. I get what you're saying. Absolutely. I do get what you're saying, Derek. Absolutely. But for me, it's about results. You know, you look at Arsenal. Arsenal are the worst team to watch in the history of football. Go ask their fans. They just want to win. That's all they want. That's all they care about. For me, I'm the same. I want Liverpool to win. I want Liverpool to win. That style of football that Arne Slot plays. The problem is, I don't think you compete for the league, that style of football. But let's just say, you know, he was competing for the Champions League or whatever. It's about winning. It's about winning. If Liverpool win, Liverpool win. That's all I care about. I want Liverpool to win. If Liverpool were to win the Champions League for the next, let's say Liverpool were to win the Champions League for the next 3 years, playing some of the worst football you have ever seen, I would take it in a heartbeat. Shioko 33, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. She says, whoever the manager is next season, we will be better because the players will be settled and back from injuries. Look, people, this is a good point. It is, because these players are good players. They are good players. This is not the Brendan Rodgers squad when Jurgen Klopp took over. They're good players. So, I don't know. I said it before. I don't think we're a million miles away. Arne Slot needs to change the style. But I don't think we're a million miles away. I really don't. But maybe if we lose maybe 3 or 4-0 on Saturday, I might change my mind. It's been that kind of season. But no, I really don't. Well, you look at Arsenal, people. They play some of the worst football you'll ever see in your life. I don't even think they're that good. City exposed them in that final. Liverpool are not a million miles away from that team. They're not. For me, it's lack of effort. The tactics from the manager is not good. But when we talk about pure talent, I think Liverpool have a team there that can compete for the Premier League. I'm not saying they're going to walk it or anything, but I think they can compete for it. But that's just my opinion. What do you think of De Zerbi to Spurs? Will he keep them up? I think he will. I think they will stay up. I don't think it will be because he's a brilliant manager. I just think there's a win in Spurs. There's a couple of wins in a row with them. They remind me of Everton under Frank Lampard. I think I said this before. That Everton team, I never expected them to go down. But the teams that they were up against, the likes of Burnley, it was mainly Burnley that year. Everton, you always felt like they had a win in them, especially at home. And I never expected them to go down. And I just have that same feeling about Spurs. I just see them getting a win somewhere. Now, the Nottingham Forest one was terrible. It really was. That was a bad one for them. But there's just something about them. I think they have the players to stay up. But I mean, what a story it would be. Yeah, Eshiyoko, she agrees as well. I think Spurs will stay in. It's not so much because Spurs have great players. I just think that there's a win in them somewhere, out of nowhere. And I don't think West Ham, for example, have that. So I think Spurs will stay up, but I don't think it's because of De Zerbi. Oh yeah, this is a good one from Stephen. Pep Linders is the manager against us at the weekend. Yeah, that's right. Pep is suspended, isn't he? That's right. Spot on. Trayer. Pep Linders. I mean, come on, man. Have a bit of, I don't know, have a bit of class. I mean, what are you doing going to Man City? Okay. This is a team that stopped you winning 2 more Premier League titles. Or was it one? Was he there for the first one? I think he was. He was. They stopped us winning so many trophies, and now you're joining them. Why? You know, it doesn't sit well with me, especially with the way how competitive those two teams were. What do you think will be Saturday's team? Right. Well, Marmadash playing, so it'll be Marmadash. I want to see Joe Gomez a right back. We won't see Joe Gomez a right back. It'll probably be Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones. The team I want to see or the team I think? Right, I think it's going to be Szoboszlai right back. Kanate Van Dijk. I think he will go with Kirkes. Midfield, the usual midfield. Gravenberch, McAllister. Will McAllister play? See, this is the thing with internationals, people. We don't know. No, I don't think McAllister plays. I'm going to say he plays Curtis Jones. Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, Wirtz. I think Salah plays. Gakpo, obviously. And then Ekitike. That's a strong team. But we've no one else. Yeah, Rio could play, actually, yeah. Actually, Rio should play. Because these boys were away on international duty. Although Rio was probably playing for the under 21s or something, was he? Look, no matter what happens anyway, people, it's going to be a tough game. Yeah. I don't want it, Steve. I'd rather have Joe Gomez, but Frimpong got injured last night. And obviously Connor Bradley's out injured as well. Actually, here's a question for you, people. Here's a question for you. I want to get your opinion. Do you think the club replaces Mo Salah? Or do you think that they're going to say, right, Connor Bradley will be back. That's our right back sorted. And Jeremy Frimpong, he can play instead of Salah. What do you think? Frimpong has played there this season. And he's done well. He's done okay. Look, he's not Mo Salah. He's done okay, though. But I would prefer a replacement for Mo Salah. I really would. Elise, somebody. But what do you think? I mean, John Barnes on Talk Sport there yesterday, he was saying Liverpool don't need a replacement for Mo Salah. I was thinking, we do. We do, man. I get it. We've got Frimpong there. Wirtz could play there and give him a free role. But I think we need a replacement. I really do. So what do you think? Do the club sign someone? Or do they say, no, we're fine. We're fine. I think it's a gamble. I really do. We have to get someone in. Because I just think as well, it would be a real positive from the club as well. because you can see the struggles that we're having up front. And if the club went out into the summer and brought in some quality, I think that would give everyone a lift, no matter what way the season ends. Then you'd be confident going into next season. But if they don't get replacement, I just don't know. I think they're playing with fire. Stephen asks, anyone happy with Van Bronckhorst? Sorry, who is that? Who who is that again? Is he supposed to be an assistant manager or something? To me, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst has a season ticket at Liverpool, and someone gave him the best seat in the house. Anyone could do his job. He doesn't do anything, people. He doesn't do anything. Because we're definitely not seeing it on the pitch anyway. Derek says, think they get Diomanda. Is he good? Is he good, people? I don't know. Is he good? Liverpool chat says we need someone because if Hugo doesn't score, we don't really have anyone else. Well, my worry is, right, this is my worry. So Salah is gone. We've got Isak, we've got Hugo, Rio, Cody Gakpo's going nowhere. The man signed a 5-year deal. He's going nowhere. And we've got Wirtz. And then we've got Frimpong. Right, that's 6 players. So are they going to look at it and think, right, Wirtz could play instead of Salah, Frimpong could play instead of him, Isak could play up front, Ekatike could play out there on the left, and maybe even put Gakpo on Salah's side, put Rio on Salah's side. It's a big worry for me, people. It really is. It's a big worry. Because the club have to, in my opinion, go out and get quality. Because to be expecting somebody that's already at the club to replace Mo Salah, not happening, people. Not happening. David says I take Bowen to replace Mo. I take anyone. Jared. Proper old-fashioned wingers for Isak, yeah. Pace. We need pace. We need pace on the wings, people. We don't need Anthony Gordon. We don't need Anthony Gordon. Okay? Let him stick to tennis. But we need pace. That's where Rio comes in. So yeah, I mean, I don't like the way Anthony Gordon keeps getting linked to Liverpool. Shioko says, Cody believe I think he feels that he's not wanted, maybe to Bayern. The problem with Cody Gakpo, he's so frustrating to watch. He really is. And then, I don't know if, who was it? Was it Cody said it or did Rio say it? I think Rio and Gamoa said it in an interview that Cody Gakpo was always telling him to cut in more. Oh, I don't know, people. I mean, it should be Rio coaching him. Diomande can play both sides, left and right. 19 years old and banging goals in the Bundesliga. Yeah, get him in there. Need someone. Elise would be perfect though, wouldn't he? Then I was reading that's not going to happen. He seemingly has a release clause. I don't know if that's true, but someone was saying it wasn't going to happen. But we're going to miss Mo Salah, people. We really are. We're really going to miss Mo Salah. What was your favourite Mo Salah goal? We could be here all night talking about this. My favourite Mo Salah goal. I mean, when we talk quality, the quality of goals was probably the Man City goal. My favourite goal is probably the one against Man United. That doesn't really narrow it down, does it? The third one against Man United at Old Trafford, the hat-trick. I mean, that was just history, people. That was history. That was history. Neil is going to Man City one. Yeah, that was some goal. But it's just about stats. It's just stats, people. Yeah. Because everybody's capable of scoring a goal like that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's true. Idiots. There was the Watford one. He scored a couple of unbelievable goals against Watford, home and away. Steve says the one against Spurs. Yeah, I don't know how he got that in. I still don't know how he got it in. Trying to think as well. His first goal against Arsenal, where he ran the full length of the pitch. I mean, the pace of him. Wow. What a goal that was. So many unbelievable goals he scored for us. But 2022, 21-22, when we were going for the quadruple, that was probably his best season, was it? Well, no, his first season, obviously. Other than his first season and last season. That's 2 seasons. Excuse me. Difficult to choose. He has many great goals. He's got so many. It's unbelievable. This is the thing. The most disrespected player in the history of the Premier League. So many goals to choose from. Trying to think now. Trying to think. The goals he scored against United. I mean, he became Manchester United's owner. He really did. His record against them, phenomenal. Oh, the Chelsea one. Good show from Neil. Forgot about that one. That's a good show. The Chelsea one, yeah. Actually, yeah, the Chelsea one was probably... That was the season we should have won the league, people. Should have won the league. I remember when that season when we bet Tottenham. Remember we scored at the last minute winner against Spurs at Anfield. And Mo Salah got the credit. It was an own goal, but Mo Salah got the credit. But I remember we were going for the title that season. City were still favourites. But I remember a lad I was working with at the time, the next day, because all the talk after the game was Liverpool now, Liverpool are going to win the league, Liverpool this, blah, blah. And he said, why are people talking about Liverpool? Look, Man City are still favourites. Man City are still top. They're favourites. And I was like, yeah, it's Man City. Nobody gives a shit. It's Liverpool. The story is Liverpool. Can Liverpool win the league after so long? Nobody cares about Man City. Man City are supposed to win the league. They have bought the league. They're supposed to win it. Nobody cares. The thing I find amazing with them, they can't see it. They can't see it. The Man City fans, they can't see it. I mean, their club was founded in 2008. But when you say it, oh no, that's disrespectful. No, what are you talking about? Okay. Dave is putting himself forward for Liverpool. I like it. Only costs half the price. I could play as well, people. I'm only 41. I could play. Absolutely. I went to the gym on Monday evening and I done 20 minutes on that Stairmaster. I was bollocksed. I was in bother. But I could definitely play. 100%. I could play this style of football. Walking pace. The cardio, people, does not be hit often. Okay? Monday, it was hit. I'm more into the weights. Cardio is so boring. Oh, this is a good one. The goal he scored versus Red Bull Salzburg from a ridiculous angle. Absolute. That was an unbelievable goal. I still don't know how he got it. And people don't even mention this when they talk about that goal. Is Mo Salah right footed? No, he is not. That goal with his right foot. He's genius, people. He's genius. He's a player. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody. What way is the likes going? We've 39 likes, people. Let's get up. Let's try and get to 50 today. It was what would you say? It was a last minute stream. I said, I haven't done a video in ages because of the internationals. So I said, let's get the live stream, see what people are doing. What did you do all the last 2 weeks, people? Honestly. Internationals, they drive me mad. The one he scored versus City that they ruled out. No, that was Mane, yeah. That was Sadio. Salah was at the back post and he jumped because he thought that he was going to hit the ball, and the feckin' ball went under his foot. John Stones, the luckiest bastard in the world. We were this close, people. We were this close. Yeah, it was Sadio's shot. Jeez, if that had went in. If that had went in, I think City would have fell apart. Anyway, we move, people. We move. I'm over it. What are you doing on the Stairmaster? You're looking for a Kardashian ass. Is that what's called? The stairs that keeps, yeah, that was called, yeah, the Stairmaster. People, you have to get the cardio in. You have to get the cardio in. But it's not easy. Yep, I'll be here on Saturday. We'll be going live. It's 1:45 on Saturday. Crazy time, crazy work. I'll be going live about 12:30, something like that. Look, it won't be a great game, let's be honest, but we'll have a bit of crack in the chat. That's what it's about, people. I tell you, it's been a tough season watching Liverpool, but I enjoy doing the watch-alongs because we do have a bit of crack in the chat. But it's been tough this season. This team, people. Is there international matches on tonight as well? Oh, for fuck's sake, lads, you're taking the piss. There is. Portugal are 2-0 up against the US of A. Oh my God. Brazil are 3-1. Oh, they won 3-1. Argentina. Did Alexis McAllister play all this game? He didn't. He came off in the 53rd minute. He got himself an assist. Get yourself back to Liverpool. And wake up. Thanks for the chats. Thanks very much for joining us. Much appreciated. Look, we'll be positive, people. We're going to win on Saturday. Come on now. Enough of this negativity. What's going on here? What's with all the negativity? It's not as if we've lost 10 games this season in the league. Come on now. Too bad that Ireland is out. Honestly. Czech Republic won last night on penalties. Because of the extra time the other night, I was saying Denmark could beat Ireland anyway. Maybe Ireland are better off. But then the Czech Republic beat Denmark. What an opportunity Ireland had. And look, Ireland are useless. It would have been just 3 games. We might have lost all the 3. But honestly, the buzz in the country, it would have been absolutely unbelievable. It really would have been now. They missed such an opportunity. They might never get a better opportunity than that. Now, the World Cup is expanding. How many countries are in it this time? 48. So if they expand it to maybe 120, Ireland are definitely in the playoffs. Definitely in the playoff contention. They have to expand it to about 120. And then we could be okay. think I might support Japan in the World Cup. Endo. We will support Endo, even if he doesn't go. The disrespect the English media showed Japan was off the hook. Steve, it's the English media. Come on, Nick. England are the greatest football team in history. They're an average side. The English media actually think they're going to win the World Cup. If I was to do a bet, I'm not a betting man, but a bit of a long shot bet, England don't get out of the group. I don't even know what the group is. It's a long shot. England haven't a hope of winning that World Cup. They haven't a hope. Actually, before we go, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Any shocks or anything? As long as Portugal don't win it, I'll be happy. I'm going to go hopefully, Mr. Virgil van Dijk gets to lift the trophy. Can you imagine, people? Can you imagine? The greatest centre-half in Premier League history lifting the World Cup for the Netherlands. I would love to see that. Look, it'll probably be France again. I wouldn't mind seeing Messi win another one. As long as Portugal don't win it, I'll be happy. Who's in their group? Croatia and Ghana. Yeah, they'll probably get through. It was a long shot. I said it was a long shot. Steve, come on now. We'll be looking at the World Cup now. Come on. As long as Ronaldo doesn't win it, I'll be happy. But no, Virgil van Dijk. Big Virgil. Spain are a good team. I tell you, the heat in the World Cup could affect a lot of teams as well. So I wonder what way that goes for them. Yoko hopes the Netherlands because she's from the Netherlands, but I think France. Look, they're the best squad. They really do. I'd say Spain, France, and I don't think Argentina. I'd love to see Messi win it again, but I don't think Argentina will. I mean, that squad is 4 years older. I don't think there's any real up-and-coming players in that. You'd be like, no, this is the next generation. They're going to win it for them. But France are still kind of in their prime, if you know what I mean. Germany, no. I think it's France, Argentina. I hope the Netherlands win. But yeah, it probably will be France thereabouts. But the Heat could have a big say in it. Yeah, Holland are definitely due one. Derry thinks Spain. Well, whoever wins it anyway, Donald Trump will crave all the attention anyway. He'll probably bring the World Cup trophy back to the White House. Yeah, dark horse to win it, but who? Who are we talking? Holland would be kind of a dark horse. They're not one of the favourites, like. Good team, some good players. But England definitely won't win it, people. They definitely will not win it. No way. Just as I said, Neil says England. No, not a hope. Not a hope will win it. Spain, Uruguay will be interesting. 20 minutes added on for excessive rolling. Yeah. No, the problem England have is they're not as good as people think. And this has always been their problem. They're not as good as people think. You know, people have them genuinely favourites. Or one of the favourites. They're not. To me, they should be outside the top 10 in the betting. You know, too many overhyped players. Declan Rice, average. Saka, average. Cole Palmer, average. No, I wouldn't be back in England at all. England have more chance than Netherlands. Do you think so? I don't know. I think England, the whole thinking they're better than they are is gonna stop them again. They're not. They're an average side, people. They really are. Oh yeah, they've got deckers and pickers. That's right. Yeah, deck. Yeah, just deck from London. Yeah, all right, deck. And Jordan Pickford with the sleeves rolled up to show his tiny little arms and the hair and it's slicked back. He looks the part. This is the thing about Jordan Pickford. I've said this many, many times. When you play for a club like Everton, he used to play for a club at Sunderland, okay? A club at Sunderland, he used to play for Sunderland. When you are faced with a million shots every game, you're going to look decent because you're going to save the majority of them. But with any Liverpool fan, if I said to you, right, Marmadashvili, he's heading now. Jordan Pickford is coming in. Would anybody take that? Anybody? I don't think so. Chelsea have one of the worst goalkeepers. Would Chelsea fans be taking Jordan Pickford? I don't think so. But anyway, as you can tell, I don't like Jordan Pickford. Mark Ahey is shaky at higher level. Does he play? He probably does play. England could put a glass eye to sleep. Derek says England are second favourites after Spain. Jesus, lads. Second favourites. I think that's taking the piss. I really do. I think Verge would leave if Pickford joined. I think every Liverpool fan would probably be like, okay, we're putting this on pause now. Okay. Jordan Pickford. Jesus, no way, lads. Yeah, that's true, Steve. They've also got the best penalty player and young player that's ever kicked a ball in Cole Palmer. I mean, he's a genius. He's an absolute genius. I mean, the way he gives the ball away, sometimes he passes it like 5, 10 yards. It's like, wow, how did he do that? Sometimes he crosses it and there's no one there. It's like, wow, honestly, people. Probably the best player that I've seen since Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is probably the best player I've seen since Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's probably the best player I've seen since Anthony Gordon. I mean, we're talking world-class talent here, people. World-class talent. I'd say Brazil, France, Argentina are shitting themselves, and Spain. But anyway, Ireland aren't in it. I'm not bitter about it. We would have had some crack though, people. We would have had some crack. I would have been doing watch-alongs for every Ireland game. We would have been having a bit of crack in the chat. It would have been great for the country. I mean, but no, they just couldn't do it. Right, people, I'm going to head off. We have work tomorrow. And then we're off Friday. And we're off Monday. A long weekend. So yeah, I'll be back Saturday for the live watch along for Liverpool versus Man City FA Cup quarter-final. A chance to go to Wembley, people. You know, we're at the business end of the season now. No messing. So yeah. Right. I'm going to head off, people. Thanks very much for joining us. I'll talk to you all very soon.